Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. In today's video, we are going to review WrestleMania 37, aka WrestleMania 2021. So as you guys know, I've been a big fan of the wrestling since I was a little kid, so I was really excited to get a review copy of WrestleMania 37, which is actually titled WrestleMania 2021 here on the cover art. We get that nice, speaking of the cover art, we get that nice kind of cover art we've seen before, lots of people on the front, all the characters and stuff. On the back, the usual couple of clips and matches and stuff. If we open it up, we have a double disc here with the black and the red, just black and white, red and white, kind of, you know, simple, minimalistic looking. The sleeve underneath has the list of matches and kind of promos and stuff in behind. I will point out there is a match missing off this list. I noticed when I was watching through this yesterday, there is a US title match missing off the sleeve kind of match list in there. 2-disc version, as I mentioned, it's just short of 8 hours worth of content on this, guys. I'll get into the bonus stuff in a little second here with you, and what I liked, what I disliked, what I'm disappointed about with this release. I will mention this is a region B and C Blu Ray release. Picture quality wise, you know, it's obviously shot in HD and all that stuff, WWE. Nice Blu Ray presentation here. This only has a 2-channel Dolby digital stereo mix on this. Obviously there's no surround mix on wrestling releases in any way, but I just thought I would let you guys know that is the audio we're working with here. So as I mentioned, 2-disc release. This is broken up into 2 nights because WrestleMania is too big for one night now. Apparently it's 2 nights, and disc 1 is going to run just over the 3-hour mark, which is night 1. Let me get my notes here, guys, because there is a bunch of matches involved in this one. And we kick off with a WWE title match, Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley. We have a tag team turmoil match, Naomi and Lana versus Carmella and Billie Kay versus the Riot Squad versus Mandy and Dana Brooke versus Natty and Tamina. We also have Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. Raw tag team title match, New Day versus AJ Styles and Osmos. Steel cage match, Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman. Damian Priest and Bad Bunny versus The Miz and John Morrison. And the main event for night 1 is the SmackDown Women's title match, Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. That is going to run just over your 3-hour mark for night 1 of WrestleMania 2021. Overall, with night 1, I wasn't a huge fan of night 1. I think, you know, probably the best match for me was the main event, the SmackDown's Women's title match, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. That's as much as I'll say about night 1, guys. I wasn't a big fan of the card of night 1. Bonus content on disc 1. You're going to run just over an hour's worth of bonus content. It's all matches featured from NXT Stand and Deliver night 1. So you have the NXT Tag Team title match, the NXT Women's title match, and the NXT title match, all from NXT Stand and Deliver. Of course, WrestleMania week leads up to that. Let's just pause this review for a second, guys. I want to shout out my Patreon and YouTube membership accounts here. These guys on screen are the faithful people who support the Movie Vault each and every month. They get to see exclusive content, guys, not featured here on the main channel. So if you want to see more stuff that's not featured here on the main channel, do sign up to my Patreon or YouTube membership accounts. Links are in the description to do so. Let's get back to this review. Let's jump on over to disc 2 from WrestleMania 2021. Of course, representing night 2 of WrestleMania. This runs 3 hours 13 minutes. This one, bunch of matches. Let me run down the card for night 2. We have Randy Orton versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. We have the women's tag team title match, Natty and Tamina, who won night 1. Jump over, and they are going to fight Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens is on night 2. WWE US title match, Riddle versus Sheamus. That's the match that's missing off the printed listing there. WWE IC title match, Nigerian drum match, whatever the hell that is. Big E versus Apollo Crews. The Raw women's title match, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. And you have the WWE Universal Triple Threat match. WWE Universal title triple threat match. I got it. Daniel Bryan versus Edge versus Roman Reigns. So you have night 2 there running just over 3 hours, nearly 3.25 hours overall. The card for night 2 was a lot more favourable for my liking here, guys. I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt. He loses, you know, flat to Randy Orton there. I didn't like how that was booked. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Big fan of Kevin Owens here. Big fan of Sami Zayn. Those guys can have awesome matches any day of the year, so that was really good. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka, I like that as well. And the Universal title triple threat match, big fan of Edge from years ago, so I was looking forward to that one as well. Bonus content on disc 2 here. You get 28 minutes worth of bonus content. It's basically a match from the Raw before WrestleMania. You get the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial thing, which is from SmackDown before WrestleMania, and you get a Roman Reigns promo from the SmackDown before WrestleMania. A big issue I have with this release, guys, is there's no Hall of Fame. So obviously Hall of Fame 2020 didn't happen, so Hall of Fame 2020 and 2021 happened together this year in 2021. But usually the Hall of Fame gets its own whole separate disc in WrestleMania. It always has been, always has its own disc. So usually there might be a tour disc in here with the Hall of Fame ceremony, and they have completely eliminated any Hall of Fame content on WrestleMania at all, other than the, you know, the kind of reception at WrestleMania over the boat nights for them, where they come out and they get their kind of cheer from the audience. So that's a big thumbs down from me on this release. No Hall of Fame, so I don't know how we're supposed to ever see Hall of Fame again. I guess we'll have to sign up for a streaming service for that one. But yeah, overall, guys, WrestleMania 37 or WrestleMania 2021, solid card. Night 2, night 1, there's some stuff in there, but that's just what I like. You know, you guys might be a bigger fan of night 1 than I am of the content and the matches there. Okay, guys, that does it for my WrestleMania 2021 review here on Blu-ray. This is out June 7th, so I got this a little bit ahead of time. Link in the description if you want to grab a copy of this one. Do get involved in the comments. Let me know, did you watch WrestleMania 2021? What was your favourite match off the card? I would have to say I was really looking forward to Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt, as I said, big fan of Alexa Bliss. I didn't like the turn against Bray, and it was kind of a bit of a letdown for me. That was the one I was most looking forward to off the match, off the card for me. Let me know what you think. As always, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. And that's it. Stay safe, guys. I will see you on the next one.